Yeah, I just spoke with some family of the owners. They say you go into this place, it's been around here for decades. You just feel like family when you walk in. So seeing this morning, it's very devastating. We're here now with JFRD's Captain Eric Proswimmer. So what is the update on this second alarm fire this morning?
Good morning. This morning at about 7:20, we received a call for a commercial building structure fire to the building that you see behind me. Crews were on scene within 2 minutes of dispatch. They advised that there was smoke showing. There was a fire that appeared to be in the attic space of the building. They started to go to work on it. They went inside the unoccupied building, so there was nobody there at the time. There was some safety issues. We had to pull our crews out for a little bit because of safety. We were worried about a flashover from heavy heat within the attic space, and they pulled them out, cooled that down, put the crews back in, and worked at saving this building. It turned into a second alarm fire because it wasn't easily handled. So we had roughly 25 units out here, or about 65 people. You can see that Main Street North is closed at this time. I'm happy to say that the fire is now under control. It took us about 50 minutes to get the fire under control, and we have no injuries, which is always a blessing. And I'm sad to say that the businesses will be closed for a while. There's pretty substantial damage to the entire structure. The state investigator has been called for.
Could you tell if the fire started like ground level and worked its way to the attic, or do you think we launched into the attic?
It's too early to tell on that. We're primarily concerned on getting it out and making sure everybody's safe. That comes later.
Was it two separate businesses or all owned by the same person?
That I can't answer that question either. I think it's two separate businesses, but I don't know about ownership at all.
What's next in the investigation? I mean, are firefighters just putting out hot spots at this point?
So they're going in. They're going to meticulously look for hidden areas of fire. Because it's in an attic space, you have a lot of crevices, you have a lot of hidden stuff, you have chases. We got to worry about that. The last thing we want is to come back here later to it burning again. So they're going to take their time. They're going to mop up any hot spots that they can find, make sure everything's cool. We're walking through with our TIC cameras, which can tell us where the heat is and where any problems may be arising, and we're going to make sure that everything's out. The investigator will come in, and the investigator will do what they do. They'll see if they can figure out exactly what happened.
And you said, yeah, state fire marshal has been requested to go ahead and investigate. Is JFRD able to tell if this looks suspicious at any point?
Again, it's way too early to determine that. Literally, we just put the fire out a few minutes ago. I hate to say it, but that's one of our least concerns at this time. We're trying to make sure we save this business and save what we can for these owners. You know, there are people that their livelihood depends on this, and they're tough times right now. So our concern is taking care of their property, taking care of everything like that. That investigation will come later with the state fire marshal.
Was any of the business saved? Is it salvageable at all?
I have not been in yet. It's not safe to go in there, not in gear. I'm not in gear. I'm sure there's stuff that is saved, but there's also substantial damage. I mean, between water and smoke and heat, there's a lot of damage. And, you know, unfortunately, we go in and we pull ceilings. We kind of tear things apart to expose the fire where it hides. And in doing such, it looks like we destroy the place, but it saves it in the long run.
And just to confirm, no injuries?
We have no injuries. We're always happy to say that. And the building was unoccupied when we arrived.
Thank you so much for your time. You just heard that from Captain Eric Proswimmer with JFRD. The fire is under control. It is a family-owned business, been around for decades here in Jacksonville. Just want to give you one last look. The smoke no longer blowing out from the top. You might still smell smoke in the area, especially if you're driving on Zoo Parkway, but the fire is under control. Leah Shields, First Coast News, on your side.